It's about that time again. Summer's here, meaning that the jackets come off and bathing suits go on, as everyone exchanges bed sheets for beach towels and computer screens for sunscreen. Well, not so much the second part. School is out, and kids can't wait to have as much fun as humanly possible before back to school sales bring them back down to earth. Kids happily join camps of all kinds and root themselves there for some or all of the summer. People usually know their plans well ahead of time because it's a highly anticipated time, and because it's mad hot. No one is trying to suffer through 95-degree weather if they don't have to. Although global warming is making it a bit more harder to avoid. No one is trying to waste the summer. It's too valuable of a season to waste, so people are very intentional about their summer activities. Summer is one of the 4 seasons, or 2 depending on where you live, and it's guaranteed to come on a regular schedule, whether it lasts 3 months or 8. It's a time that brings a lot of us together with a common goal in mind: relaxation. We head to the beach, pool, park, forest, anywhere that can give us a breath of fresh air. We aren't looking to have an uncomfortable summer. The rest of the year is stressful enough. Summer's a time to reset and refresh so that you can survive the months in between. Well, it's summertime, and the country's heating up. After a warm winter, summer's here, and it's looking like it's going to burn us all, literally and figuratively. I hope you have your sunscreen ready. Fun fact, too much sun can cause sun poisoning in the short term and cancer in the long term. There's a deeper meaning to that. You also need to stay hydrated, because heat exhaustion and heat stroke are a thing, and you're not you when you're thirsty. People act up when it's hot, as in crime literally increases during the summer. What time is it? If you answer summertime, you're correct. If not, you need to go watch High School Musical 2. What is summertime? Well, it's election season, and some people are about to get crossed by AI real bad. Nobody's using air conditioning either. It's all hot takes and fiery dialogue. Supporters on both sides look to fan the flames of controversy because being a regular fan would mean cooling things down. We can't dare have a relaxed voting season at this point. Candidates hide their torches behind their back while claiming their opponent is the one that will burn the house down. Drake was right, because whether kilometers per hour or degrees Celsius, it goes 0 to 100 real quick. The heat makes voters and candidates fire off at each other, redefining the phrase sweating bullets. The thing is, things are also cooling down. What used to be warm welcomes before COVID are now lukewarm waves. But don't worry, it's being balanced out by the extreme heat wave sweeping across the country. If life and nature is about balance, then the environment will do its best to balance out our behavior. It's getting hot, so people have to cool themselves down. There's 2 ways to do that: find peace or stop caring. The former's harder than the latter, but only because how easy is it to find peace in a place where people prefer to find a peace inside their pocket instead of find a peace inside their heart? Why find peace when you can just take pieces of others? Work smarter, not harder, right? People are trying to find peace, but at best, most are only finding a piece of peace. Which leads us to our second option. Not caring is really easy to do. I'll just focus on myself and give energy to the people and things I feel like caring about, which probably isn't much. Not caring is cool, but it's not because it's actually cold. Having a majority of life pass by without being bothered seems like a great personality trait, but the cynicism and general disinterest that comes with it is not attractive to most people. So if you want a small circle, you can have it, because most people may not want to be in that kind of circle anyway. Living only for yourself isn't the flex that you think it is. Sorry to burst your bubble, but if you think you're ahead of the times, it's been cold for a while. Money hasn't trickled down, but that cold has. At some point, people in power decided that being cold was better than being warm, and we are seeing the results now. Cold is easier to control because cold things have less energy. It's harder to fix things when it's cold because things don't move as well. Cold slows you down and limits your activity, making you focus on as few things as possible in the name of self-preservation. Self-preservation, that's the word. This society is no longer about thriving, but surviving. When people are in survival mode, connections and relationships break down, and self becomes the focus. People only value the things that align with their survival and attack anything that hinders their survival, no matter what that might mean for anyone else. Self-interest, the fundamental principle of American life, for better and mostly for worse. So with this crazy weather, you have to learn how to stay warm and keep your cool, instead of being hot-headed and cold-blooded. You have to learn how to be a fan and the fan at the same time. You have to sweat to stay cool, but don't sweat too hard, because people don't need to be swimming in your emotions. Don't be a thermometer, be a thermostat. The environment is getting closer and closer to a tipping point, and it seems like society isn't much different. Don't accept this weather. Change it.